You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I saw a bunch of different people here for different reasons, so hopefully tonight I say something that resonates with you, and if nothing else, I hope I entertain you, so you're satisfied either way. But as Jit mentioned, and if you did any homework prior to coming to this event, and maybe you read my bio, you might have said, damn, that girl has done a lot of different things. And you're right, I have done a lot of different things, and that's not to humble brag. That is because it typically lends itself to a question I've been getting since I was a young girl, which is, what drives you to do what you do? What drives you to do what you do? And I thought about it, and I think I've come up with the answer. It's pretty simple. It's fear. And yes, I took notes, so give me a second to turn the page. It's fear that I will look back on my life, and I won't be able to say, I lived life the way I wanted to. It's fear that when I look back on my life, I won't be able to say I contributed something great to this world. I have a really keen awareness that every day I'm alive is one less day I have to live. I'm not here to be a buzzkill, I promise, I'm gonna go back up. I'm just here to be honest. The fact is, my time, your time, all of our time here is limited. So I'm constantly asking myself, what will I do with my time here? You see, I want to feel like me being here means something. I want to feel like my life matters. Can anyone relate? No, just me? Okay, give me some snaps. Here we can snap, come on. You know, what I've realized is that my meaning is tied to one essential thing, and that thing is using my time, my talents, and my privilege to leave this world better than I found it. And the fact is, you and I, we weren't born into a world that's just and fair. You know, I was born into a world where my father grew up with 11 brothers and sisters in a 2-bedroom apartment in the Johnson projects of Spanish Harlem. I was born into a world where my mother participated in boycotts with Cesar Chavez and the United Farm Workers Unions to combat the inhumane working conditions of migrant farmers in California. I was born into a world where your zip code determines if you're either guaranteed a quality education or set up on a fast track to prison. I was born into a world where unarmed black men, women, and children are killed at the hands of people who abuse their power and undermine the oath they took to protect and serve all people. I live in a world where there is only a 2% chance, I'll say that again, a 2% chance that you or I will ever see a person in a tech company that looks like us. From a young age, I've realized that this world isn't fair, that not everyone gets an equal opportunity to fulfill their greatest potential and live a life that brings them true joy and happiness. From a young age, I've decided to make this world better by helping everyone get access to the knowledge and networks needed not just to survive, but to thrive and flourish. So this is why I started my professional career as a 6th grade teacher in South Central Los Angeles. This is why I decided to pursue a PhD in urban schooling and critical pedagogy. This is why I created an ed tech company that helps the poorest schools find the best teachers. This is why I brought Startup Week in Education around the world. When it had just been in Europe, I expanded it to Australia and Africa and South America. This is why I publish articles on the daily that really try to get at the heart of what it takes to break into tech, thrive as an entrepreneur, and keep your mental, social, emotional well-being intact. This is also why I decided to join Cape Port Capital, Be invested in Pigeonly, by the way. Where I help over 89 tech startups like Pigeonly and Asana and Twilio and Honor build diverse teams and inclusive workplaces so we're all welcome to participate in this tech revolution. My work, every single chapter, every single phase of it, is with the intention to leave this world better than I found it. So, that's me. What about you? I challenge you to take a moment and reflect on your own life. Think back to today. What about this past weekend? What about last month? Ask yourself, what have I been doing lately that's contributing to a better world? Angela's advancing the lives of young Black women. Frederick is helping families connect in a more affordable way to their loved ones in prison. What are you doing? I'm not saying you all need to quit your job and start a company and end world hunger by tomorrow. What I am saying is that I hope you continue to ask yourselves that question. Today, tomorrow, and every day of your life. What am I doing to make the world better? And I want you to call each other out on it. Call each other out on your bullshit. Excuse my language, I hope that's okay. I want you to hold each other accountable to that question. When you seeing someone spewing out that, I got to look out for me and mine rhetoric, you need to check them. You need to remind them to leave the door open, to pay it forward, and to never forget all those without a seat at the table. Whether it be helping your company hire more diverse candidates, whether it be mobilizing people to vote this November, whether it be building an app to more easily record and report injustices you see on the streets. We all have an opportunity to make a difference. The key is to use your limited amount of time here and your unlimited amount of talents to make this world a better place. So I think I'm the last speaker. Is that right? Okay. So tonight, when I'm done up here and they say their goodbyes and you start turning to the left and the right, say, hey, what's up? I really want to encourage you to put on the bench for now the usual, how are you? What do you do? What brings you here? And instead, I'd love for you, just try it. Start the conversation with, what are you doing to make the world a better place? What are you doing to make the world a better place? And it's not to call anyone out or to undermine anyone, but it's really with the intention of sparking a conversation that maybe you haven't had before. And who knows? It may be just the thing to spark a conversation that leads to a collaboration that finally, once and for all, creates that one united nation. Major key.